Hi guys, this is Phil Montgomery from Philville Honeybees. I tried to record this video 3 times. Maybe I'm not supposed to make it, but what we're doing here is it's the last of October, and what I'm going to do is I have 5 small colonies that have 4 or less frames of bees, and what I'm doing, I'm combining this one here. What I did last week, or really 2 weeks ago, I got in here and checked it. When I checked it, the queen, I found the queen. She was in the top box. I had a couple frames of pulled out, except for it was in the top box. I wanted to put the queen in the bottom. So what I did, I grabbed her up, and I didn't realize I had tons of propolis on my fingers. And when I went to lay her in there, she stuck. And when she stuck, then I closed my fingers and said, oh, there's a queen on there still, and I flicked her off, and I had to make sure she was still alive. So today I came, she is still alive, she is still laying, which is great. As you can see, this hive is doing really, really well. And the top box is about 3/4 of the way done with honey. We had a drought in the first part of fall, and then all of a sudden it rained about halfway through. It just rained once, and then it rained about 2 weeks later. And so we did get a fall flow. It's probably, from what I understand, about 50% of the normal flow, maybe somewhere in there. But what I'm doing now is, since I have this hive right here that had a queen that failed, well, it never was a good queen. She always was small, never got past 2 or 3 frames of bees. So I took her out, and then what I'm doing, I'm taking her resources and giving them away. And so this hive don't need the bees or the brood, but what it could use would be the empty comb. So what you do, you get right to the edge. If you look, I don't know if you can see it or not. There we go. Look in there, it's capped brood. You see the capped brood in there? Well, that capped brood is the edge of the brood nest. So what you do is you take empty comb when you get them. I'm pretty well out of empty comb. But today, since I'm getting rid of some underperforming queens, I'll have more comb. What you do is you take the empty comb, just like this, and you try to get the ones that don't have any honey in them. Like this one's got about 30% of honey. And so what you do, this one here is empty. So what I'll do, I'll take this empty comb right here, and I'm going to put it on the edge of the brood nest. And this will be the last time that I mess with them. Right now they have 3 or 4 frames. Right now they have 3 or 4 frames of brood in there, and I'm just going to leave them be, give them a couple empties, and put on the top of the lid. Done. You know, I may come by with this one. It's only 3/4 of the way on the top, filled with honey and nectar. What I may do is just give them a topper feeding or 2 with some heavy. I never have any luck trying to feed 2 to 1. All that the honey or the sugar always blocks my lid. I'm feeding with jars this year. Next year I'll go to top feeders. But what I'll do is I'll feed 1.5 to 1. That lets them store it pretty fast. And it looks like this yard's about done with the flow. There's a little bit of activity, but not like it was. And they are still bringing in pollen. This is October the 10th in Ohio. This is how you make sure that your queen has somewhere to lay. If you don't watch it when we have a good flow in fall, what'll happen, they'll totally plug the nest up, the brood nest up, when we need them to make some fall bees. That's okay if they're big enough, but if they're not big enough, you want to make sure they go into fall with a big cluster. That way that we can have a bunch of bees to make it through fall. I started this process when I had 48 queen right colonies. Now I'm down to 42. I'm probably on my way to 39. Expand that brood nest if you get a chance, and it'll help you get through fall. I hope my videos have helped you. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. Help me get this thing cranking. I'm up to 30 or 35 subscribers. I just started this a couple months ago. And be blessed. I hope your bees are going great. Bye-bye.